And I did not see it going this way. That was one of the things that we talked about.
Right.
I saw it being music and fun and drinking wine, and it's turned into so much more than that, and I'm so much more proud of it than I am. Which was my ultimate goal, was to have someplace where women could come and hear things that they needed to hear and feel reinforced and rejuvenated, and it's turning into that. Yeah.
Because it's not all about fun.
Right.
I mean, as much
although
fun
it is fun.
That is. It is.
Especially this show, you know, this is like the epitome of fun. And, you know, we didn't even do any ads tonight.
I noticed that.
Isn't that fun? That in itself is fun. But I want to say hey to the Zingy Divas. I want to say hey to Growers Choice Insurance and Forever Green Valley Nursery. Things are going to start changing now as the season changes, and make sure that you get their number and give them a call, because they help you. They help you weed, even. That's what Dr. Julia Dare and I were talking about today. She hates weeding. She hates it. She loves her garden, but she hates weeding. So, coming up in next week is Power of the Purse.
Yay.
Are you going to be able to join us?
I'm going to try. That's on a Thursday night, right?
Yes, and I have to know, because our table of 8 is almost full, and you can get your ticket for $25 if you're included in that table of 8.
Okay, I might
otherwise
have to do that.
It's $35.
Gotcha.
And that is such a fun event, and it's right where we were for our class.
Yeah, at Curtis Hall in Saginaw Valley State University.
And it's last year they had 600 purses. They're right on target for that again this year.
That's
and
crazy.
There's food vendors, and you go in and it's almost overwhelming.
Really?
And you can bid on these purses. I wanted a brown leather purse last year, a tan, because I got these really killer shoes and I didn't have any purse that matched them.
Right.
So I bid on a couple and I got them.
Wow.
And they were exactly alike. Exactly. Like they were the same damn purse. What were the chances of that? But I really like that purse. Evidently.
Now you've got two.
Yes.
And
so
never
we
wear it
still
out.
have some tickets. Come on down here or call the Women's Center. You know, and that's the other thing. All the purses that I took a big tub of. Your mom, Beth, was one of the people that donated. I took a big bin of purses over there. Actually, Jessica came to pick them up. And all of the money, this is their biggest fundraiser, goes to the Women's Center, and we're big supporters of the Women's Center here in Bay City. Unfortunately, it's a very needed commodity, and they do a bang-up job. Just a beautiful facility.
Yes, they do.
And so all the money goes to that. So I still have a few more tickets. I don't know if you can be in on the table of 8, but I still have some tickets left.
Okay.
You can be.
I can be.
You can be. So come on down. The other thing, the week after that, which is... I wrote it down. Wait a minute. So the 15th is Power of the Purse, and they usually have tickets even at the door.
Right.
So, but then it's $35. Right. The following week, August 22nd, our buddy Terry's going to be here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
you might even want to
wonderful.
come back.
Yeah.
Because I can't wait.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm going to have
How
to sit
exciting.
down, and I'm really glad you brought me this list of Terry-isms, because he is just a fascinating guy. And I'm going to think of some really good questions for him.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll be a very, very good interview.
Oh,
He's
I'll think
a
of some
talker.
questions,
That's awesome.
too.
Good. All right, good.
Right.
And he is just an amazing man, and I'm real excited to have him. Even the way that he started teaching that class was amazing. He knew that he wanted to tell people about the way that he lives his life. And he kind of vicariously mentors through this class. Wouldn't you say that?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
And so he just took a chance and went to the university and presented it. And he taught it to some engineers, and he taught it. He's presented it to quite a few people now, but we were the first all-women class. And just from a dream. It was a dream. That's what he wanted to do. That's what he's doing. Poof.
That's awesome.
And he said he's going to have an alumni workshop
Yeah.
in the
Oh.
fall. So if you've gone through the class, and anybody who's ever gone through the class will be able to go to the alumni
Oh,
workshop.
man,
Can you
that's going to be
imagine?
really fun. Oh, that
Yeah.
gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
That's going to be great. We'll have to make sure we go to that. Maybe go out to dinner and have a glass of wine first.
Yeah.
Maybe with Linda.
Yeah.
So anyway, and what this has taught me, when there's something that comes your way, do it.
Yeah. As Chris Marsh, who was in the class, who's a personal branding guru here in the region, she said, why not? Why not me? Right?
She's in her why not phase of life.
She's in her why not phase, yes.
I love that. So many good things that we learn. And, that's one of the things with women. We share. We don't keep all our stuff to ourselves. We share, and we help each other, and we help each other grow. We help each other through tough things. We listen. And that's really what the devolution is all about.
Right, right.
All right. So in closing, what would you like to say, Beth? And do you want to give people your contact information, or?
Sure. Reach out to me on Facebook. It's you can go to Daring Circle Ranch. I have a Facebook page, and you'll be all caught up on events and inspirational messages. I'm also out there as well. DaringCircleRanch.com, because we're going to have that fall workshop in the region. I think I'll leave you with one of Terry's last things he said, which was pretty powerful, which is security is an illusion. Because,
oh my gosh.
When people start giving me their excuses, it's, I need the benefits, I need the job, and I had just really quick, I had somebody who's been in a really toxic situation for a couple of years. She comes and sees me every 6 months and talks about how she hates her job. But the benefits are really good. And so the last time I had seen her one too many times, right? And so I had to put on my tough love hat. And I said, I'm really glad you have the benefits, because here's how it's going to go. Your health is going to start failing, and so you're going to have to go to the doctor. You're going to need to see a psychiatrist so you can get some Xanax,
That's
right? You're probably going to need to see a relationship counselor, because your marriage is going to start, collapsing. So you let me know how those benefits are working out for you. And she just gave me this blank look, right? So security is an illusion.
Right. Oh, and that was a perfect example. I loved it.
Always with love.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. We would expect nothing less. What about you?
I actually like the one about being loyal to yourself and not losing sight of the real you. Sometimes, in my situation, I think I've lost sight of that, and it's been a real piece of work trying to re-identify that and not identify myself as a mom. Or, I don't want to be defined like that. My girls, having made some of the same choices, we often have to get together and just remind ourselves, these are what I see in you. These are the qualities that I see in you. And those red shoes are perfect for you, Mom, because, it's like, those are the things that we constantly need to be reminded of, and remind each other of those, so that we don't lose sight of what and who we really are. So that's the one that really stands out to me, is to be loyal to who you are, to your real self, and not let go of that.
And spend time on knowing who that person is.
And often. You've got to remind yourself often, because it's easy to lose sight of. Absolutely.
And I think that's why girlfriends can give you something that no other relationship can.
Absolutely.
We don't really try to solve each other's problems.
Right.
We don't really give you our opinions unless asked. And those friendships are valued so much. And I think we get into relationships or situations where we not only forget about who we are, we forget about who our friends are.
Right.
And that's so important, to keep those friends.
Yeah. And I think you're just trying to fit all of the pieces together of what you think you should be. And at this point in life, where should I be? That, again, you lose sight of that.
Instead of where are you?
Yeah, absolutely. And loving where you are.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
Perfectly perfect where you are today. I love
and
that.
one of the things that he said that I absolutely loved was, 1 year from now, you won't even recognize yourself.
I agree.
You'll be amazed. Yes.
Absolutely.
And when you look back year after year after year, that's the absolute
Right.
truth. So keep growing, keep challenging yourself. And Beth, I admire so much the work that you do because you make
Yes.
people look at themselves, even when they don't want to sometimes.
Every time I call her.
And you've done that for me.
Oh,
You've made me,
thank you.
there were times when I didn't want to go down that path, and yet that's where my strength was, and so I should probably go down that path.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, going where you're strong and not fighting to go the other way,
Right.
not settling for benefits.
Right.
So lots of lessons we learned here tonight. And I think one of the biggest ones is when you see a class and you think to yourself, man, that looks pretty good. Take it. Take
Don't
that little leap.
hesitate.
Good.
Don't procrastinate. Yes.
And don't be afraid
make
to grow.
excuses.
Yeah.
Don't make excuses, right?
Right.
So remember,
Yeah.
no show next week, and the week after that is the famous Terry Duperon. And
Fabulous.
it'll be,
Fabulous.
I guarantee that's going to be a good show.
Looking forward to
Yes.
it.
So until 2 weeks from today,
Okay.
be
Be
real,
real,
stay true, know who you are and what you believe, because you are the devolution.
Good night.
Views and
Good
opinions
night.
expressed on the W4 Divas Women's Internet Radio Network are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on the W4 Divas Internet Radio Network can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Copyright 2014 W4 Divas.